I mean, I have stopped using it since long because it causes more biometric damage.
Yes. Especially when you use blended current. I think
Yes.
looking at the thickness and the way tissue is reacting to monopolar, I would switch over to harmonic only in
Yes.
this particular case because we need to.
The only indication in today's practice would be PCOD EOS.
Yes, probably.
Apart from that, hardly any use for monopolar.
I will have to go take up my material depth.
Yes.
So.
The plane expected would be quite deep.
You just have to be exactly transverse to be in the right plane because if you go little oblique, then the amount of tissue that you need to cut is also a little more. And second is ultimately the suturing will also be little difficult and you will not have a effective closure of the scar. You can wonderfully see that most of the cases you hardly require to do bilateral uterine artery ligation if proper vasopressin is being injected.
Absolutely right.
And I have not used even 200 ml. I have just used 100 ml hardly. And you can see the cavity started opening up. And
Yes,
fibroid
it's already
is clearly visible. The size of the incision should be little larger than the diameter of your fibroid. A little smaller, it may be little smaller because myometrium is elastic, it has got its own elasticity and you can always pull out the fibroid from them. For a large fibroid, my personal preference is a 10 mm myoma. It works very well, it doesn't cut through, gives very good traction and you are anyway going to use a morcellator port. So you will always, you don't need to put an extra 10 mm port. The morcellator port can be utilized for giving traction and I personally do morcellation from midline port. Yes, so I anyway do it from midline port. So
Anteriorly, I think.
it is attached. Just might be a little the secret behind taking out the fibroid is you just have to tactfully keep on changing the site of your myoma stone in such a way that it does not tear off. You just have to gradually start pulling it out.
Lovely.
At one point of time it will beautifully come out. And the internal picture is visible. Now the tricky part comes. I know the attachment is here and it may keep on bleeding. So using little amount of cautery in this area before detaching would help in two ways. Patient will not have continued bleeding after surgery and second is chances of recurrence or polyp formation is also little less from that side. I can do it with harmonic or any energy source. So rather than just mechanically detaching it, I would prefer to do it using an energy in this particular area. It is very vital to do a pap test in such patients because any abnormal cell growth occurring in the fibroid would have a little effect on liquid-based cytology. So in this particular patient, we had done a liquid-based cytology also before planning the procedure and it was the normal, only benign changes were there. The stump is beautifully seen here. In an infertile patient, sometimes we defer to use energy in this area because it may cause little damage on the endometrium and adhesion formation is very common after submucous fibroid removal. But in this particular patient, since patient has completed family life, my only concern is to avoid any recurrence and patient should have a normal life afterwards without any menorrhagia.
Dr. Sujan?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yes, very
We have
clear.
lost the
Picture? You have lost the picture or audio? Hello?
Video.
Video.
ત્યાં પોસ્ટ થઈ ગયું છે.
हाँ?
ઇન્ટરનલ પિક્ચર નથી આવતું.
आप एक इंटरनल पिक्चर आपको અહીંયા I think the audio visual guy, because from our side it is showing on the Zoom. Am I visible? Can the audio visual guy from there? The external picture is visible? Hello? Hello?
So I think using harmonics or energy source for this kind of cases will damage a part of endometrium.
Yes. Am I audible now, Devang bhai? Hello? Hello?
But this lady has already completed a family, so it won't matter much.
Hello? Am I audible, Devang bhai?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I stopped in between for a while. So, I still see a little amount of stuff inside which I would always
Yes.
prefer to. Can I have a tinaculum 10 minutes? So, there is a potential for injury to the endometrium. There is a
Do
limit.
you routinely suture the endometrium, especially in
No, if it is not bleeding, we don't separately suture the endometrium. Only thing you have to be careful is not leave any stump behind. Because if you leave any stump behind, then there are chances of recurrence and continued bleeding in this patient. So be very sure. If I would
What
have
are the advantages of not suturing endometrium?
the chances of adhesion formation is less. Endometrium is a very dynamic structure, and it will definitely cover itself within few hours only.
Plus it will prevent adenomyosis also.
Yes.
How would you ensure complete removal in this case?
In this case, I'll just see from inside.
Okay.
Just
You want to put in a hysteroscope again?
No, I will not put a hysteroscope, from laparoscope only. I will be seeing the complete remote. And at the end of the procedure, we always have a sonography machine inside the this thing.
Yes.
So after once the suturing is complete, we always just Madam?
What is this? Somebody's catheter.
No, yes, it was a catheter.
Yeah.
So it was a manipulator, vaginal manipulator. During manipulation, it just came out. So the vaginal protruded was visible. Now I will just put a small manipulator inside, see the cavity inside, and start suturing.
What
You
is
place dilator. Yeah.
Yeah. And we can put a small dilator also.
Yes.
Okay. So today I am going to show you a different technique for suturing. I'm not very sure whether it is going to be an extracorporeal node
That's
type.
the manipulator we could visualize.
Yes. Manipulator is inside. Okay.
Yes.
Suturing.
very nicely done.
Hmm?
Very nicely removed microadenosine.
Yes. Kitchen में आ गया. साबुन
So you can put a vaginal bag, otherwise
I will keep on because since the cavity is completely open,
Yes.
you will put a vaginal bag and then start suturing.
That will lift the uterus.
Yes. Okay. We have kept a vaginal bag. The team will assist me for keeping the antiburden during suturing. So essentially this has to be in 2 layers. You may not take endometrium separately, but essentially it has to be in 2 layers so that.
And what the material you are using?
I am using PDS. It's a PDS monofilament delayed synthetic material which will remain in body for 90 days. So if someone can show the hand movement. So via telescope, via 10 mm. Via 10 mm. While less trocar, I have introduced 43 mm needle inside.
We could see the catheter.
Yes.
Numbers.
Okay. So,
So what are the advantages over the conventional
you can see
vibrant?
here with a single thread I will be able to take 3 stitches, and somehow what I feel and also proved by studies that the tensile strength which is generated by this box extracorporeal stitches is much better or comparable to the material which we are using inside.
So if you can put the camera please.
The external camera?
No, the internal camera.
Internal camera. Internal PIP करो. Make it PIP. Show both.
बंद करो.
Internal picture is a bit hazy.
Yes.
You need to clean the scope. I think.
Clean the scope. Are both visible?
Yes.
Yes. So these are two simple threads. I'm light chalo. Yeah. Now here is the picture. You can clear the picture. Yeah. So these
I
are
am
two
doing extracorporeal knotting.
Yes, this is the extracorporeal knotting. So these are the two threads. I am forming a V with it. Okay. And just a simple knot I am tying. And this is a simple rod by which I will be pushing it. Internal picture. Okay. Can you see the internal and external both?
Yes.
So a simple knot is pushed. First knot may be a little loose. Don't worry about it. It's a sliding knot. Same knot for the second time using PDS, barbless Stoker, and you can see the tensile strength which I am gaining out of this.
Yes.
So
Excellent.
only thing is, if it is a monofilament, you just have to have at least 5 to 6 knots.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yes.
What is the advantage above V-lock?
No, V-lock is also wonderful. I have been trained in this way, and I have started using V-lock also. So cost is one factor. In certain centers, if you don't have V-lock, this is equivalent to V-lock in gaining the strength. V-lock is an excellent option and alternative to this, but this is as good as Vicryl. So the cost of the thread is only 300 rupees. That device cost also is not that much. A simple rod is 1200. So those who want to start suturing, this is one of the techniques, an alternative to V-lock. So I have taken one in the myometrium inside.
Especially you can avoid knotting inside.
Yes. For the myometrium also.
Okay.
So this
So
is
you want to do the entire suturing with PDS.
yes, I would do entire suturing with a PDS. With a long PDS, I can take 3 such box stitches, and whatever thread is left, I can use for intracorporeal suturing.
How long does it take to dissolve?
It takes around 60 to 90 days, but the tensile strength is gone after 45. So even if it is an infertile patient, after 1.5 months, you can start. The only thing is shadow is visible till 3 months. You can use monocryl also, which is a little early absorbable if it is the defect is small. So this is simple rod. I always prefer in a large defect.
That's a web technique, yeah, for the beginners who are learning endo suturing. They can both train in external as well as internal knot.
Yes, they got a little only
Yes.
disadvantage is if it doesn't slide, then you have to pass it once again. I'll show you that also. Okay, I'll have to just pass it once again before it becomes strong. So a relatively simple technique. Map suture of course is a wonderful suture material. I always prefer to suture angles.
The best part about barb is it never loosens. Once you pull it.
Once you pull it, it never loosens.
Yeah, it never loosens.
And gradually with use, the cost might also come down because there is no rocket
Yes.
science in it. So there is a possibility that in coming few years we will have better barb suture materials available at a lower cost. They have
Yes.
Quite knotting also.
Yes.
Knotting. So those who are not comfortable with intracorporeal knotting, they can use both these as well as the barb suture.
For obliterate the bed, I always use conventional Vicryl.
Yes.
The way he uses PDS. But for the layers, it's
I think it
always
is not
barb.
sliding, so I would rather cut this and go ahead with next
Yes.
step. Yes, scissor.
Can you do intracorporeal suturing?
Yes, yes. After taking one more finger, I will use same suture for intracorporeal also.
Yes.
Now, one of them is loose, so I will keep it like this and might remove it at the end of the
Yeah.
procedure.
You can take figure of 8 sutures and
Yes, just have to leave it.
finish off the, yeah.
This suturing is very useful when we do prolapse surgeries and other, because you don't have to keep on introducing the needle all the time. Because if you have a trocar like this, where the needle can go and come out easily, and anyway it is not an additional trocar, I use same 10 mm trocar for my suturing, for my morcellation, for my specimen taking out. So everything is by 10 mm, and even myoma screw which I used was a 10 mm trocar. Only thing is you have to acquaint yourself with the midline procedures.
Yeah.
The vasopressin action is still there. Doubling.
Yes,
Usually it lasts for 45 minutes. Right?
45 minutes. So you can see the last time the knot was not sliding, now it is getting properly.
Slide.
Right. Yes. Right.
Scissor. Okay, do you always close my endometrium separately?
No. I never
No.
do.
Madam, what about the hormones to be given afterwards? Any consensus on this?
In fibroids, you're
Yes,
talking
fibroids like this. We usually start estrogen
No.
or progesterone
Okay.
therapy in cases for 15 to 20 days for better and fast epithelialization of the defect. But,
Provided you open the endometrium,
yes,
not otherwise.
not otherwise.
I usually don't give, but usually there is no issue.
There is no issue.
Yeah. Just don't plan conception for at least minimum 3 months.
3 months in defects like this.
Yeah,
Yes.
to complete.
Sir, do you have any plans to, to do anything for the prevention of adhesions or
Adhesion prevention, if it is a properly done surgery and there is hardly any this thing, we now have follow-up of our own patients also during C-section and other things. Usually adhesions are not there if you don't leave any hemorrhagic fluid inside or
proper
traumatization.
hemostasis? Proper hemostasis is very important.
Yes, proper hemostasis is important, but another thing everyone must have seen in Dr. Modi's surgery, that leaving little amount of fluid inside till the epithelialization
Yes.
takes place also helps. But all the adhesion prevention barriers probably may not be of very great help.
Another advantage of suturing it with palm suture is that what I usually do is when I take second layer, I
Yes.
take exposed stitches.
Close stitches, basketball kind.
External surface is exposed to the.
Yes, sir. Especially when you are taking it on the posterior side, whatever type of barb should not be visible. Because initially
Yes.
there were reports of subacute intestinal obstructions with barb when
Yes.
it was still not very well understood, the procedure. So in such cases, you have to be little careful.
Yeah. And it will prevent adhesion formation also.
In those cases,
But
it may be
not-
sometimes right to use the adhesion prevention medium.
Yes.
Yes, intercede does help,
Does help, especially
yeah,
posterior.
in fertile cases.
In fertile cases and cases where you are, so the last stitch I would take with intracorporeal, the same thread I was using for all three. In spite of taking 3 stitches, you will have around 14 to 15 centimeter left at the end of the this thing, and that can be used for intracorporeal knot time. Very comfortable.
What is the total length? It is 90
90
centimeters.
centimeters.
Yeah, very good.
friable, it is getting cut through by my tooth grasper. But without tooth grasper, holding is little difficult.
Little bit. A needle holder can also serve the purpose.
Yes, it is the holder, preferably with tooth.
Yes.
Yes.
I from initial days have a habit of using two needle holders while suturing. I am ambidextrous, so I can do knot time with both. So,
Good. Being ambidextrous is a
it is
advantage.
definitely advantageous.
And a lot of cases is required, especially
Yes.
with
In
the
endoscopy, most of the endoscopy surgeons in different degrees are usually ambidextrous.
Yes.
Just inline. Just remove the needle. I could have pulled the needle, but I felt that it is because tissue is friable, it is getting cut through. Now simply the intracorporeal with monofilament has advantage and disadvantage both because it has got its own memory. So you
Yes.
just have to use the memory properly, then you can
Yes.
do very fast.
Better
Otherwise,
memory than vital. Yeah, I could see that.
like truly.
like rolling, yes. Not very happy with the position in the last angle because the initial this thing, but at the end
Yeah,
of
I
the
was just
month,
wondering you could have taken one more.
One more stitch.
Yeah.
Yes. take one more stitch. And sometimes you can buy some time while doing morcellation. At the end of the morcellation, if it is bleeding, it is
You can judge whether you need it or not.
but I would prefer to complete it just now. So if you properly go ahead, monofilament sometimes is very good for intracorporeal suturing also.
Okay, what are the various modalities apart from morcellation you would recommend for the retrieval of this
In
fibroid?
such patients, you can very safely do a colpotomy also.
Colpotomy. Yes, exactly.
When I started my endoscopy initial years with seniors, at that time very good morcellators were not there in 2004 and 5. Especially
Yes.
places we used to visit Africa for surgeries. And there also carrying morcellator was an issue. So we have done it with colpotomizer. Devamit will agree with me. He must have done a lot of. Second is mini laparotomy.
I have an issue with doing colpotomy and removing fibroid because it gives lot of dyspareunia post-operative.
Post-operatively, yes, because of the fibrosis.
Lot of dyspareunia. So I have stopped doing the colpotomy for removing fibroid nowadays.
And after the last controversy, even open small incision abdominally also, if it is a very
Yes,
large
many
one,
a times,
many a times.
rather than performing huge morcellations, it's always better to take a mini lab incision, especially multi-para it becomes very easy because they have a lax abdomen.
This is just for my satisfaction. And
What is your opinion about endobag? Do you do all
no,
morcellations
it
in
is
endobag?
practically impossible to use endobag in all patients in our country because endobag itself adds a lot of cost. Plus it adds little time, but
Yes, it has a learning curve.
so and if you look at overall literature, only US is the only country where they have been using. We have today itself we have lot of European faculties, and they also will agree that many centers in Europe also don't do in-bag morcellation. They still do naked morcellation or without bag. Only thing you after the sarcoma episode which came in highlight, you have to be very
Yes.
careful not leaving any small tissues in the peritoneal cavity. That part you have to be very sure. Give thorough lavage by 3.5 liters of fluid. Take out whatever small pieces dropping on the peritoneum before changing the position of the patient. So
Is there any significance of doing pre-operative serum LDH level?
yes, in all patients we have started doing, especially myomas larger than 8 to 10 centimeters, and other is rapidly growing fibroid. So,
Yes.
Yes.
so
What are the parameters you look into apart from LDH levels? Color of
when
the
patient has a very rapid growing fibroid. On sonography, the fibroid is vascular, and when you have substantial size of the fibroid, then you always go ahead with MRI. MRI also is not conclusive to diagnose sarcoma.
What is the incidence of sarcoma in our Indian population?
In Indian population, it is 1 in 2,000 to 5,000 in different studies. It is very less compared to
1 in 2,000 to 5,000 patients having fibroid or overall population?
no overall fibroid. The surgery is done for fibroid.
Fibroid population.
Or whether-
In initial studies of CDC, they came up with a report of 1 in 430, which is very high. Even their bodies also challenge the number of sarcomas in thyroid, and we also know that this is not very common. But then there are centers who are claiming 1 in 5,000, but overall incidence is somewhere between 1 in 1,500 to 1 in 3,000. Most of the good large number randomized studies. So I am using a rotocut morcellator 15 mm for morcellation. From the center photo. Sorry.
What are the things you should take care while doing?
Yes. While inserting the morcellator, I will show you in my external picture. Make both the pictures. So you can see it's a blunt trocar which is being used in this. So while introducing, it is very vital to show the use such blunt trocars, especially when you want to do endobag. It will not puncture the endobag also when you do this thing inside. It is easily available. Second thing is, my preference is midline, because anyway your morcellator is away from vital structures like external ilia. So you will have equal distance from both the places, and you can always regulate. The disadvantage is sometimes the collision with the telescope may take place, and you will have little less space available for morcellation. But it is individual surgeon's choice.
Dr. Sujit,
Yes.
yeah, instead of a morcellation bag, can we just place a small endo bag or
Endobag also inside. The purpose of yes. Even
you
can always put it in a small endobag and remove it. So whatever small tissues drop inside will drop inside the bag only and can be taken out easily. But the advantage of this apple peeling, the apple peeling morcellator is, if you do it properly, the residual tissues are very less. I just show you. So it's a dynamic morcellation. The maximum speed is 1200 RPM, but you can always regulate it. So when you start reaching near the angle of a small part, you can cut it very easily and take it out. So by paddle only you can regulate the speed.
Which morcellator is this? Which morcellator?
It's a rotocut morcellator. So by speed of this thing only you can decide, and by apple peeling the chances of small tissue formation is very less.
Okay.
Apple peeling means you always do surface morcellation, right?
Yes.
That's the right technique.
So it's like peeling an apple.
Peeling an apple only.
Because in morcellation, the most important thing is that you should know where you are entering and exiting. So entry and exit point are very important. Otherwise, you can take any tissue inside. It's a very dangerous instrument.
That's right.
So surface
as soon as it
is
starts-
the right technique, right?
So as soon as it starts rotating like this, you change the direction, and because major problem happens when with rotation also, if you keep on doing the morselator, the chances of spillage across the abdominal cavity is very high. So stop as soon as it starts rotating, and make a small piece out of it and just come out. So just in 3 this thing, I have almost done my morcelation, and take out all
Yes, excellent.
with paddle, keep on changing the speed.
And just take these tissues gently.
And with these small tissues, always change the trocar, use a stone holding forceps, take some time and take whatever small tissues like this left out inside. I just change my trocar for a while because there are no more major pieces left inside. Again, it is already pre-formed. Trocar is already, or the piece is already there, so I just need to go through the same incision without any force. But it is very vital to give proper and thorough lavage.
Yes.
Stone holding forceps. Yes. So this is a beautiful instrument, stone holding forceps. Even if it is on the surface of bowel, you can very easily pick up small pieces like this.
Looks atraumatic.
Yes, very atraumatic.
Okay. Stone holding.
Stone holding forceps. Yes.
No,
It
these
is
are
called
both
ladder.
both
Oh,
better.
got that.
So small pieces like this, it will not grasp the serosa in a traumatizing way. So
Yes. There's something out there.
before you change the position of the patient, it is very vital. Before you change the position, see all the peritoneal surfaces, because essentially all your bits would be lying on the peritoneal surface only. After that, second part, you always give thorough lavage and headlock, do headlock position, so that
Yes.
whatever small pieces or microscopic spillage is there would come out. Force irrigation,
You also need to check the hemostasis of the
Yes.
suture line.
suture line also.
Yeah.
There are pieces, small pieces.
Now please
like
continue. Yeah, there is a few there.
They will all go down with good lavage.
Excellent demonstration, Dr. Sujal. And I guess
Nice.
submucous fibroids, the bigger ones, hysteroscopic surgery would be more difficult, time consuming and risky as compared to laparoscopic removal of submucous fibroids. Easy, quick, and excellent results.
Very nice.
That should be the take home message.
Yes. Now I will go ahead and see. You can see small pieces like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So take it out.
Excellent.
By all
Yeah.
means, now we are doing the head up position. Okay.
Yes.
15 to 20 degrees. So these are all. If I'm not sure is it visible or not. These are all microscopic spillage sometimes.
Yes.
So should be taken out. Okay.
So no risk of parasitic fibroids.
Fibroid. You have to at least waste 5-10 minutes in all this procedure, so that
Yes.
everything comes out very properly.
You leave some saline inside.
Yes, I do leave some saline inside for adhesion prevention also, but at one point of time I will take out everything once.
Okay.
Well, I think wrinkle like it is a better solution.
Finger acted or normal solution. Finger acted is also a good solution.
Just see that it's at warm temperature. I mean,
Yes, yes.
normal
Yes, so the
temperature.
other patient will have lot of shivering.
Shivering.
Glass पर आओ.
Excellent demonstration. Very
Thank you, ma'am.
nice.
Thank you.
Especially the suturing.
Yes.
It was a very nice demonstration. There are few, there are also few, yeah.
Yes.
And submucous fibroid retrieval from laparoscopically.
Now the effect of vasopressin has also started going. You can see the discoloration of the fundus has started. So it is ideal time of removing the trocars. In case of doubt, always put a drain for 15 to 24 hours before taking it out. Okay.
Yes.
So I think I've already given lavage, and if you look at the parasitic myoma side, the most common is pouch of Douglas, and sometimes in the liver bed also. So at the end of the procedure, always do thorough lavage and irrigation, the suction irrigation of the pouch of Douglas. Leave some amount of water inside. And just see the suture line once.
Also the trocar sites from where you have done the morcellation.
Morcellation.
Yes.
The suture line is clear, and the
Yes.